I think that justified is a complicated word there. Do I think it's moral? No. But can I understand the fact that people, I mean, genuinely, over all of his years on the internet, he, from my perspective, really, really was not, I think that he did promote harm for a number of people. I think that a number of people felt threatened by his beliefs. I think that a lot of his debates could fall under the category of harassment at a certain point.
What? Harassment?
Yeah, I've seen, a lot of his debates in which he is telling people that they are making up their experiences because they don't align with his beliefs, or that...
How's that harassment, though?
Well, I've seen him say that people are making up hate crimes and that that kind of thing doesn't actually happen to them. I just think that...
But how's that harassment, though?
I think that it is, I suppose it wasn't the right word. My point is it's hateful. I do believe that it's hateful.
What specifically is hateful?
Trying to put down people, belittle them, accuse them of lying, all in order to prove a point on your end. I don't think it's good faith. I don't think that it's a good faith debater. I don't think his intention really was to hear perspectives. I think a lot of his debates, he was making a conscious effort to back people into a...
There's nothing bad faith if you think they're a stupid bitch.
If you call someone a stupid bitch, like...
You might think it's... Look, and this is the problem with people who don't really study debate, but I'll explain it to you, right? It is, in fact, the case that an ad hom is only when you're not addressing the argument and are deferring instead to a personal attack. So if I were to say, shut up, you stupid bitch, I don't care, that's a fucking ad hom, right? But if I said, no, you're wrong, because actually what's going on is A, B, C, and D, and this refutes your argument, you stupid bitch, that's not an ad hom. That's actually... just part of rhetoric. That's the distinction between a classic fallacious move, which is an ad hominem, and a non-fallacious move, which is personal insults are part of rhetoric. It's reasonable for you to say, I want parameters around debate and things like that. I'm just letting you know that in the future, you could use that to your advantage. You could tell someone, hey, X, Y, Z, blah, 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 refute your argument, you dick. You haven't actually done an ad hom.
You just don't like the concept of like respect that much. Which is fine. I just think someone who operates in good faith doesn't use that sort of language.
Well, good faith, bad faith is not part of debate discourse at all, actually. That's a term that we like to use and throw around for people who are usually just saying shit we disagree with. Honestly, it doesn't mean much. That's why I just say in my terms, like, I think a person I'm arguing with who's good faith is just actually advocating what they believe. For the most part, that's enough for me.
That's an important part.
Because most of the time people will switch like fucking chameleons what they think based on who they're arguing and what it is that they're arguing about. And I think that really is what's encapsulating bad faith more than anything. Like, I would rather have a person going, you're a fucking piece of shit and this and that, as long as I knew what they actually thought, because then I can argue with you. But I can't argue with you if you're a fucking relly and a snake and you just constantly switch positions in the middle of a debate. And then I'm like,
yeah,
well, I can't pin down anything that you believe. So I really think good faith is really that.
I agree with that
Claim
part.
donated $299.
Thank you, Claim.
You have a table full of whores.
That's not true.
Just assume
That's not
Mr.
true.
Cotton paid for their time. How much does Cuban Bruce Lee make?
Oh my God.
The girl he pretended